Yeah, man. So we are 500 miles into our trip. This is the first morning of the Highlands exploration. We've had 5 days on the trot of riding, and today we are going to have a chilled one. See some mountains. That's roughly where we are at the moment. We're going to head to the coast, maybe have a swim in the sea. Forecast is pretty poor. We don't care. But for now, let's enjoy the trip. I'm going to name this bit of ank on the side Barry. Surname Road. Barry R. Barry R. Man, my jokes are bad. Alright, mate. Love that. Pea green. Beautiful. So, the road that I've chosen to drive up today, I'd never been down before. And we've just got to the end of it where it meets the Ullapool to Durness Road, and right at the end of it there's a lay-by, and it's next to the Laxon Bridge, and this is where I stopped 2 years ago when I did my first sort of Highlands trip in this camper. So that's kind of cool, just sort of sat here now in the rain reminiscing about that. So we're about 520 miles into the trip so far. The first tank of fuel I put in at Inverness after the National Champs at A Forest weekend. We were fully loaded up and all the waters were refilled at A, so for the whole time I've got to be well over 4 tonne, I reckon. And we got to Inverness. It was 679 kilometres in, about 420 miles, and that first stint it worked out at 28.8 to the gallon. It's returning some good MPG, I think, especially for something so heavy. So we're back on the NC 500 road, and it's hella busy compared to the one I've just been on. I don't want to be here, not on a tourist road. Tany's been looking out for the grass maggots and the Highland rats, aka sheep and deer. We're now coming into a place called Scurry. Coilas come on. It's a beautiful bridge. So that mountain you can see in front of us is the one that I want to go up. That is what we're aiming to do. The chances of which I don't know. The weather is not playing game. So we're currently below Quinag and the weather isn't brilliant. It's raining. There is no clouds around Quinag, which is interesting. Might actually still do the mountain in the rain because it's looking like there's gonna be views of some description. It is on its own, so I'm guessing the weather is gonna go around it. But I've just spotted in those trees a waterfall, and if I can park somewhere close, we are absolutely gonna go and visit this waterfall. And as I say that, we're stopping because that's looking like an adventure to go and find that waterfall. So we parked up because I've seen a waterfall somewhere up there. There's a bit of a river in the bottom and we're gonna try and get to it. We're all togged up. We're gonna get very wet. So here's a fun fact that I didn't realise. I left my midgie net in the bloody bag from when I was straight lining. Camper's only there. Let's explore. Oh, it's a gorge. Where are you going? Tony, you're gonna get washed away. It's kind of nice to get into that gorge, but I don't think today is the day to probably risk getting very wet. So we'll climb up the top and have a look. This is a thing I don't really want to go down because this is well on the edge. Risky as anything. Got a 4 paws here, isn't bothered. Hi, sweetheart. Go on. Nope, you are bothered. Yeah, I'm bothered too. But, we're using trees to manhandle our way around. And there's basically like a pool of water at the bottom of here. That's where I was a second ago. But in theory, this is a swimming spot. This has got to be. That's a rose. That'll just have my hat. Well, mind that. Yeah, that's lethal slippy. Give a little pause during this. Oh my god, she's incredible. What a spot! So I was just down at the bottom of there. That's a big plunge pool. We're making our way through the bogs and everything else. We're making our way higher up. That's incredible though. You could probably jump from where I am, and it's probably about 30 foot. I ain't jumping. Not a chance I'm jumping into that. Not today. Van's still in view. Just about. So this is what we saw. That's incredible. There's water crashing down in every direction. Beautiful. Yeah. Fresh. Wait, Todd. Let's see if we can get to the top of this thing. Absolutely soaked right through. That's Quinag in the distance. This is the top of the waterfall. It all funnels through one little bit and then gets scattered. What a view! Yeah! Might go to the top of that bit. God love limestone. She's grippy. Woo! Wild! Wild is an understatement. Absolutely peaking. She is absolutely loving it. Okay, right. Check this view out from here. So this is the top. You're loving life. So the plan to where the riding pants worked. The riding pants that were absolutely caked in mud are now clean of the mud and just wet. So that's a big win. Just back from the waterfall trip. Woo! So as you're probably fully aware if you've seen my other videos, I am fully off-grid equipped and I've got enough space in here for overstocks, food, etc. for a few weeks. So I've got everything that I needed to do this Highland trip without the need to go to a shop at all. But going through Lake, I spotted a chippy and the local shop with local produce. I couldn't help but get some lovely looking pieces of bacon, and I was also drawn into some epic sausages. I mean, these things look incredible. There's 4 of them in there and they cost me £3.45. You've got to be expecting good quality there, haven't you? Oh yeah, that's gonna make some right breakfast. This stuff's incredible. It's the kind of bacon that doesn't actually shrink in a pan. Oh my god. 180 grams, 4 rashers. That's like an indicator of how thick this stuff is. I mean, it's like verging on the boundaries of a piece of gammon, which I'm kind of stoked with that. It's all good, all good. So we're on our way to Jumbeg, and this is again another road I've never been down, but what a view. Where are we, T? Where are we at, T? We're at Jumbeg. Jumbeg. Isn't it? We're spotting some grass maggots, and there was even a sign to say there was going to be pigs on the road. So we were on the high lookout for pigs on the road. So I just got up, had a wash, got some bacon on. I thought I'll spin the seat round. Tiny jumped straight through. Wants to go. And you jump back, don't you? There we go. Absolutely keen as mustard to go. You're like, oh, what's the adventure today? What's the adventure today? Did you say a mountain? Yeah, so excited! I know. The weather's looking good. Bacon's on, Tiny's ready. Unbelievably ready. She's eating a breakfast, which is unbelievable for you, isn't it? You never eat your breakfast. You're like, yeah, we're having it today, let's go. Yeah! Oh, we're absolutely peaking. Peaking off the views, peaking off the smells. It's incredibly windy out, but the sun is shining. It is bright as anything. Bit too windy to be going up a mountain. And where we are at the moment, cutting back across towards Bonner Bridge, it's open, it's exposed. There's been a lot of felling in recent years, you can tell. There's a lot of fresh trees growing, but they're not very tall, so there's just a serious amount of wind up here. 8 nights away from home. It's now the Thursday. We are heading back down south. Yeah, we're still quite a way up north. We're above Bonner Bridge at the moment. So the plan's changed, and we're going to go and ride Brayrac tomorrow. The weather window looks better now to ride the Friday in Aviemore than it does on the Saturday. So that kind of works out alright. And of all the mountains, Brayrac is one of my favourites. Brayrac, I've walked a few times and I really want to ride it. The views, I'm hoping, will be spectacular. I've been up it a few times with and without the views. I just really want the views because it's a big mountain. Brayrac's 1296 high. It's the 3rd highest in the UK. So we're up in the Bilbare Forest, Isle of Sutherland, which is a completely random stop. The weather was nice. I wasn't planning on riding. I needed a bit of a break. A couple of injuries, just starting to heal, you know, that kind of thing. But I couldn't not when I saw the weather. I'll take it. Back on the trail. Tiny's disappeared. Whoa! That was a bit wild to be blind, gaffing bits. This is loose. It's absolutely sick. I mean, it's obviously not been ridden for a while. Oh my gosh, you just love it. This is incredible. I love it. nice rock drops. If you like, back on the black. Oh, rock features galore. Sorry, I'm absolutely on it. Oh, right. Woo. I'm just concentrating so much that hard to even talk. Obviously, having never ridden down here before, my eyes are wide open, trying to see lines. We have just got back down one of the blacks and it was absolutely incredible. Wow! Didn't expect that. That's probably a similar one. All in all, I think, safe to say, we've had a wicked time. So we are currently sat waiting on a weather window in the Cairngorms. Well, it did put a lot of water down last night, that's for sure. So we've just got into the valley. This is the valley in between the, I'm guessing that will take you to Benmac, and there's the path that goes down the middle of the valley, and we're going to take the steep climb up onto this, which is kind of like a ridge line, and all is good. Very bleak. The third highest peak in the UK, and we're blessed with a rain map. Absolutely stunning. Unbelievable views. We are now 1,296 metres above sea level. The views are absolutely bonkers, and so is my dog. Now it's time to get a pedal on and head back down. This is where the fun starts. That ain't off-putting, I don't know what is. Oh my lord. Well, feel like the brakes are cooking. That was steep as fuck. Oh my god. That was absolutely nuts. And I think I might have just pooed. That was absolutely disgraceful. What even did I just ride down? Yeah, this was definitely not for the faint-hearted as a trail, and I can now understand why people don't ride it. As tech as it gets. It's gnarly, as stupid as they come. So this is one of them times where you see a chute and you think, oh yeah, I'll be able to ride that, and then in reality you can't even stand up on it, and it's basically like a cliff. There's absolutely no grip on this whatsoever. I can barely bloody stand on it. Both wheels are just locked.
Yeah, we're excited. Yeah.
So we're now back at A Forest, which is the 11th day on our trip, and it's the Saturday. I'm tired after Brayrac yesterday, but we may as well just have a steady pedal out here and film a few of the tracks. And we're back here to ride some natural tech.
You never know.
It's only a short trail. I brought the goggles today because
It's because you're feeling full enduro.
Well, my eye. Very slicky Rambo today. Woo! Why? Just hanging on. Slow down for that. It's awkward. Freak me out with that. Quick if you knew it. So we're back from the Highlands trip. I've had a bit of a clean up, I'm fresh, I've been emptying the camper, and I just thought I'd do a tally up of the mileage and the MPG. We've done 1,063 miles on the trip, and the MPG has come back at about 28.8, which I think is pretty good considering we're rolling around 4 tons in weight. The water tanks were full for most of that, and obviously there's plenty of food as well and drink. So yeah, I'm chuffed to bits with that. Plans are now in place for the next adventure, so we'll just have to see what the winter brings, because that's probably going to be the next one. Maybe an autumn trip, we'll see.